Oh, don't give me that. Buffy, beat it out of him. Just because you're single and upset, bro. Shush. Absolutely not. Welcome back, super friends and super family. My name is Nick, and today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 4. So, the last episode, we obviously had the focus on Xander with being split into the two halves, but the mic drop moment, the huge event for me for that episode, was Riley opening up to Xander and admitting something that I did not think is true, but I think maybe is now based on how he said it, but basically saying he knows that Buffy doesn't love him. So is that true? Is that the case? Does Buffy actually not love Riley? And I'm assuming, or at least hoping, that they're going to have a conversation about that. But is that something Riley is going to bring up with Buffy in this episode? Are we going to see that play out? Or is it something Riley's going to keep to himself because he knows it, but he just loves Buffy so much he can't bring himself to have that conversation with his love. But poor Riley, right? Does anyone else feel bad for Riley, or is everyone else just making fun of how he's a golden retriever or something? But as always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction of this or see future episodes of Buffy and Angel, that is all up on Patreon. That's the best way to support the channel. Thank you to everyone who does. For now, let's get into today's reaction. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 5, Episode 4. Are you alone, or did you take your little sister with you, Buffy? Right as it's about to come up. That was a good kick and roll with the stunts.
Riley?
Buffy, what are you doing here?
Way to go, Riley. Some good steak action there.
Why do I even bother to show up?
Wait, it's Spike? Okay.
What are you doing here?
Letting off some steam.
A lot of violence before bedtime.
Helps him sleep.
What? I softened them up.
I'm not gonna take this much longer.
And I should do what with my spare time? Sit at home knitting.
Yeah, I mean, he's helping the world become a better place.
I just saw you taste your own noseblood. I'm too grossed out to hear anything you have to say.
It's blood. It's what I do.
It's in his nature. He can't help himself.
Hey, hope I didn't get in the way.
Of course not.
Startled. And
It's like when your boyfriend shows up at work without saying anything.
Hey, you want to go again?
nah, unless you want to go back and kill Spike for the fun of it.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I will know your blood, Slayer.
Spike, you've been saying this for how long, bro?
My chalice and drink deep.
I mean, he sounds so serious, but it's just you failed so many times, man. I should have known it was a comedic setup. Poor Spike, man. It's hard to even take him seriously. But just based off that intro, I do feel like we will have some focus on Riley and Buffy together, right? And their dynamic, how it's fallen apart.
And Charlotte Corday wasn't a real martyr either, but
Listen to us. We're arguing. We're having a debate about a college lecture.
We're all so excited.
The lobe in the back of your brain. Should I be watching my back? But no, the back of your brain.
apparently not. Will, you still wear the smarty pants in the family. I'm starting to think this working hard is hard work. Thought it was gonna be like in the movies.
In the movies, hard work is just a montage.
montage,
Exactly, exactly, a montage.
But real life is slow, and it's starting to hurt my occipital lobe.
Yeah, work in the real world is just work.
It seems the plans work perfectly.
Yeah, blueprints. Not a bad idea.
This is legit. Xander using his skills to help out Giles.
Who put the monkey head near the Styx water? We want to pick exploded monkey out of our hair?
That's a hard no for me.
Oh, wow, this place looks great. Oh, I feel like a witch in a magic shop.
You ready to train?
You betcha.
Shall we then?
Is it gonna be more like Jedi meditation training?
How cool it would be if we got a real psychic to sit up here and read fortunes and stuff. You should do it.
Yeah.
Not me.
Why not?
I'd love to watch and learn. You're really good. Here, do me.
Does she have the ability though?
What do you see? Willow hand.
It's so sweet. What?
Riley!
She can't even escape her boyfriend, even at training.
Oh my god. Look at this place.
Let me see. I like it. I like it.
Thank you so much.
It's just a start.
So come on, let's test this puppy out. What's the matter? Afraid of a little competition?
Must have been so much work.
She's completely ignoring him, man.
Fairy godmother and Santa Claus and Q all wrapped up into one. Q from Bond, not Star Trek.
I didn't know there was a Q from Star Trek. Is someone here to visit Spike?
Idiot. Can't you see she doesn't love you?
I would love to watch reactions with Spike, man. Can you imagine chilling out watching? Oh!
Well, well, well.
What brings you here?
Has Buffy gotten to you yet? I saw her patrolling just now with a stake.
Oh, she's so scared.
Give up until she's killed me to death.
Killed you to death?
Didn't you hear? I'm totally her arch nemesis.
I think you just promoted yourself.
I need a hideout so bad. You're my only hope. We're just gonna have to rise above our petty differences.
Did she used to smoke before? I don't think so, right? I mean, not that it matters when you're a vampire.
I am a villain, Spike. Hello.
I mean, look, if I was a vampire, I would smoke too.
She'll hunt you down day and night. Then, that is you. I guess you're gonna have to kill her.
He's trying to manipulate her for something, right?
Art and stuff. You do it.
I'd love to.
But he can't. And even when you could, you couldn't, you know?
But this cute little government chip in my head.
Guess it'll have to be me after all. Can you help with the thinking?
Yeah. I suppose I could do that.
I'm glad she's back. I like the two of them.
That was relaxing. I have the endurance of 10 men.
Let's make it women, okay? Just for the imagery.
Honestly, Dawn, how many bowls of cereal are you planning on eating?
These aren't for eating. I'm just trying to get the extra out of the way so I could get this.
Really?
You want the cereal prize, but you don't want the cereal. Alrighty. Half an omelet coming up.
I mean, this would never fly when I was growing up, I will just say.
Who are you?
What the heck? What just happened? What did she mean, who are you?
Your mom's being tested.
So what's going on? What happened?
Yeah.
Just don't really know what caused the collapse. It could have just been a dizzy spell.
And it's not serious, right? No.
What is she doing?
Nothing too serious.
Thank God.
Is she okay? What's up with her right now? And why is his heart beating so fast?
You said you couldn't keep me.
Legally, no. I can't force you to do a thing. And beg you if I thought I could change your mind.
You can't. I'm going home.
What? So you have a heart condition?
I'm going.
All right, then. But you're leaving against my recommendation.
Why is Buffy letting him leave? What is going on?
What are you doing? What if you have a heart attack?
My heart's different than yours, Buffy. I'm a human who was used as a lab rat for months.
But why are you just being so reckless?
Embarrassed, mostly. I'm sorry to put you through this, but no more tests, so you can take this pincushion home.
Yes, get out of here.
What is going on? And let's not dismiss what just happened to Joyce. That was significant. Her saying, "Who are you?" to Dawn, that was significant. Does she remember that?
I feel silly lying here like a lump. Honestly, I'm more concerned about Riley than I am about me.
I mean, I'm concerned about him too.
He's not worried, so I don't think we should be.
How is Buffy not worried?
Why isn't he worried?
Oh, okay, she is. She just doesn't want to tell her mom that.
He is in really good shape.
That does not matter if you have a heart condition, yeah.
I'm sorry, Buffy. I'm trying too hard to make it okay.
I just keep coming back to the initiative.
It does have that icky government feel to it.
Big time.
The one time the CIA tried to kill Fidel Castro with poisonous aspirin.
Dawn, please.
I mean, good thing Dawn heard his heartbeat.
Call the initiative. If they know what's wrong with them, they have to help.
They don't exist anymore. And secondly, they never claimed to exist.
And plus, a government agency getting back to you on the phone, they'll just put you on hold for 2 days.
It's like Big Brother can spy on you all the time. The second I have something to say, no one will listen.
True.
Has to be a way.
Take a tour of the White House and pretend to get lost. Look for some door with a sign on it that says secret government.
Really spying on you all the time. Just say something so you know they'll hear you. Sometimes I write fake things in my diary in case...
See you guys later.
Hold on, what? She writes fake things in her diary? Does that mean we can't trust the voiceover?
Riley?
What is going on with Dawn? I have so many questions with both Riley and Dawn right now. Nice.
Graham?
Riley?
Gotta get this taken care of immediately. We gotta get you into an operating room.
Come on, let's go.
Makes me completely want to put myself under government control. Please take me to where they can make me unconscious and naked.
Okay.
You're still in. I'm out. I don't know what orders you're following.
But just go to a different doctor then.
Those chemicals and crap into us. You got more than anyone. She messed us up bad.
Yeah, Professor Walsh, just his friendly reminder, was so evil.
Telling you, you need help.
You're sure you got the fix for it?
We got a guy, a doctor.
What's the fix, though?
Take care of you, and we're going to him now. I'm not giving you a choice.
Oh my gosh, man. That's pretty impressive, taking down all three of them.
You messed it up and now he's gone. And when are you even gonna tell me what's wrong with him?
I'm not permitted to say.
Oh, don't give me that. Buffy beat it out of him.
Adrenal overload and a bunch of stuff that sounds even worse. He's way stronger than he ought to be and feeling no pain. His heart can't take it.
That's why he could throw that vampire in the graveyard so easily.
And Buffy?
If you tell me to hurry, I'll kick your ass.
But is Riley acting so reckless because he's so sad about Buffy, possibly? I feel like there's some connection there.
He's not at his apartment, he's not at the gym, gone somewhere where he doesn't want to be found.
So basically he's gone AWOL.
Basically,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
He just needs some time alone. I had this friend once who really liked this girl. He got all worried that maybe she didn't like him back. And
Yeah, you talking about yourself, Xander?
little jerk. Maybe Riley reminds me of that friend.
What are you talking about?
Maybe he just wants attention.
I care about you, Xander. Because I also have this friend on really good authority that she really likes that guy. By the by, my friend...
You guys, enough! He is in real danger here. Anya, Xander, why don't you guys check the docks?
Aye, aye.
Where did we see, was that the cave that Adam used to live in?
The Initiative Caves. I don't know them too well.
I do have an associate who knows those caves like the back of his melanin-deprived hand.
Yep, we do.
Deal with Spike right now.
Oh, come on,
Guy's really
come
trying to bug me in
on.
that-
Time to partner up.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
No. 4 left.
Is it a sodding bread box?
Yes! Oh my god! Someone's Blondie Bear is a 20-question genius!
Oh, I like them. Look at him hiding her so well. He actually does care somewhere.
I've got a proposition for you.
We vamps can't enter your flat without an invite. You could at least say, look at those pretty pieces of paper.
Money talks.
I think he might be in the caves. You find him, bring him to the 4th floor of the hospital. You get the cash.
Tell me, is he gonna die?
He is not the only person that can die.
Take the money, Spike. Come on, it's a good gig.
Just saying, if it's really that important to you, I think I'll get half now.
That's a reasonable request. Oh, really? Are you gonna tape it back together later?
So, what'd she say about me?
Holy, Harmony is taking over as one of the best characters of the show, I swear.
They'll be here any minute. That's soon enough, right? I mean, if we bring him in now?
I don't trust him.
I'm not sure it's soon enough if you brought him in yesterday.
Riley's not gonna die, is he?
Finally.
That's not Riley. Look who crashed the party. This should be fun. He's like, my day just got worse.
They shouldn't, Doc.
Oh, if they can get the chip out. Yes, Spike can actually fight now, for real.
This is a complicated neurological procedure, and I've never performed it before.
That does sound risky.
It's not so complicated. Just do whatever those
I
initiative
like the
lab.
lighting here on his face like that.
It's a medical school, not a proper operating facility.
They look pointy enough. They'll do.
Can a vampire die from an operation?
Removing it could leave you a vegetable.
That's not gonna happen, mate. See, I have faith in your survival instinct.
This is so risky, Spike. I mean, he's...
Yeah. You load me up and kill him before the night's over. Come on, Doc. Nothing bad will happen to you.
Oops. String was slippy.
Oh my gosh. Poor doctor, he's gonna die one way or the other.
Riley! We should have brought a flashlight.
Oh, I know.
Fiat Lux!
That's legit.
Isn't this better than using a flashlight like some kind of doofus?
It is way better. It's way cooler. Cut to Buffy with a flashlight. What the heck? Dude, he's fully having a breakdown.
Your hand is bleeding.
Don't feel a thing.
That's because you're not well.
I'm taking you to the doctor.
The one from the government, you mean? Like the ones who did this to me in the first place? I'm more powerful than I've ever been, Buffy. Most people would kill to feel this way.
No.
Killing is going to kill you. Your body was not built for this kind of stress.
I can handle it. Back off. Best case scenario, they turn me into Joe Normal. Just another guy.
And that's not enough for you?
He feels like it's not enough for her.
Not enough for you.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Your last boyfriend wasn't exactly a civilian.
I'm not the one running away. I'm bailing because you're not in the super club.
It's human nature.
Don't Psych 101 me. Not after everything that...
Yeah, I think Riley's wrong. I think Buffy does love him.
Nobody has ever known me the way you do. The last year with you because you had superpowers, if that's what I wanted, then I'd be dating Spike.
Yeah, come on, Riley. You can't actually think that.
Riley, I need you. But if you want to throw it all away because you don't trust me, that's still gonna make you go to that doctor.
Good.
Take me to him.
Okay, good, good. At least he caved, you know.
We have to hurry.
Loving you's the scariest thing I've ever done, Buffy.
I don't know why. Doctor said we didn't have much time.
Yeah, go quick. Although hopefully this doctor isn't dead by the time they get there, Harmony.
I read in a magazine that some women think a man's real sex organ is his brain. Ugh. No contact.
Don't distract him while he's working.
Pink and wriggly looking. Can I touch it?
No.
Wow, Spiky. How does it feel?
Like someone's cutting into my brain with a knife, you silly bin.
Know what it means that he can't hurt any living thing? It means he can't even pick flowers.
What? Yes, I can.
Please be quiet.
Is it supposed to do that?
For God's sake, please be quiet.
Listen, Buster. I see a crossbow in your hands, okay?
Incessant prattling bollockses up this operation. I'm gonna personally yank out your pink and wriggly tongue.
Incessant prattling? That's great.
How many fingers I got?
17.
Spike and Harmony together again.
Where's Dr. RYYZN?
Being held at crossbow point.
What would Spike want with the chip?
Yep.
Riley?
Oh no, running out of time. He's definitely not okay. Riley's the type of guy who would say he's okay all the time.
About before.
Forget it. Apologize later if you're not dead.
Hands on Spike. I'm gonna rip his head off. I'm gonna...
Bathe in the Slayer's blood. Do the bloody backstroke.
Don't get smoke in his brain. Then he'll really be addicted.
I see the chip. Little Easter egg with your brain all around it like that green plastic grassy stuff.
Please put out that cigarette. It's really not allowed.
Oh, yeah? Says who? Sorry, didn't see the sign.
Wait, she was being serious? I thought she was being sarcastic about the sign.
I didn't think I could do it. It just...
Yeah?
Close up his head.
Right then. Stitch me up, Doc. Got places to go.
And people to eat.
Slayers do kill.
My stomach's growling. I'm so starved. I'm afraid I'm gonna have me a little snack.
Don't eat the doctor who saved you, bro. Come on, that's just rude.
Oh, don't worry. I won't fill up on the bread. Slayer!
But now you can fight. It's like a double date, but they're just trying to kill each other.
Stay here.
The poor doctor.
I swear I was just thinking of you. I wanted to tell you the great news. My head's all clear now.
Means I get to kill you.
You get to try.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, thankfully Riley has all that extra strength right now.
At long last.
Watch out! Wait, what? The chip isn't out?
Riley!
Oh, great. Oh, great. He didn't take it out, did he?
I told you I couldn't do it.
Doctor! Doctor, we
He's
need you
honestly
now!
smart of the doctor. Risky, but smart. Poor Spike, though, just when he thought he was free. Nope, nope, nope.
Everywhere I turn, she's there. Dusty little face, fancy shampoo commercial hair, like the whole sodding holier-than-thou attitude.
I like how he mentions her hair. It is always good during fighting, right?
Makes every day a fresh bout of torture.
I can't get rid of her. She's everywhere. She's haunting me, Harmony. This has got to end.
All patched up.
Is he done? He's better? That seemed quick and somewhat effortless.
How's it going in there?
Back to normal.
And see, I'm still touchable.
A week or so to heal and take full advantage of that fact.
Are things better between them?
Are you gonna be okay? Because I should really go check on my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
But you know you don't belong here, right? I mean, you're nothing here.
Hey, what are you saying?
Come on, man. You know it's true. There's nothing for you here.
What do you mean?
Okay, right. There's her. And I have a mission, and now you're what? Mission's boyfriend? Mission's true love?
Just because you're single and upset, bro. Shush.
You belong with us.
Oh no, absolutely not. Don't tell me he's gonna go back after his whole character arc from season 4.
Spike, you're a killer. And I should have done this years ago.
Do it. Bloody just do it.
Really?
What?
End my torment. Take me out of a world that has you in it. Just kill me.
Why wouldn't she? What? This is seriously the direction the show is going. Really? Really?
Spike, I want you.
I love you so much.
What?
Oh God, no.
Wait, he's in love with Buffy?
Please, no.
Since when? Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. The revelations this season are just, they keep coming. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 4. And I mean, I thought I knew what I was going to talk about for this episode. I kind of had an idea until those last moments. I mean, wow. But holy, I mean, a lot to talk about, but I'm going to kind of just start in one area and try to kind of hopefully make my way through the rest of the different points, because I feel like this episode was jam-packed with a lot of kind of open-ended things and things that are game changers or possible game changers. But starting with Riley. I mean, Riley is in a very bad place, and I actually like how they're showing his character deal with this. I mean, obviously, we can kind of step back. We can look at the situation objectively. Riley is acting in an extremely foolish, unwise way by not paying attention to his health. And also, I feel like that conversation with him and Buffy made it seem fairly clear to me that he's like self-sabotaging. He has this like fundamental insecurity that he's not good enough for Buffy. And maybe because, you know, he loves her so much and is just too afraid of losing her. And then combine that with a bunch of factors, the fact that, you know, she is so powerful and he is just this human. And then on top of that, he's really lost his purpose in life with the disappearance of the initiative. But anyways, I think almost anyone watching this episode would be able to kind of objectively criticize where Riley is coming from and just point out how wrong he is. But I like that this episode showed that, because honestly, I feel like it's very realistic. It reminds me in a very different way of, you know, the amazing episode When She Was Bad, the first episode of season 2 of Buffy, where Buffy is doing these things and treating her friends and just acting so out of character. But I think that it was such a great episode because it kind of showed how a young person might act in a traumatic experience and deal with that, right? But in Riley's case, I think it's a similar thing. Like, it's easy for us to say, like, dude, what are you doing? And also, like, why are you being so insecure with Buffy? She clearly loves you, and you're, like, shooting yourself and your own relationship in the foot because you're so convinced that you're not good enough for Buffy. But I think that, you know, thinking about what he's been through, thinking about being drugged for so long and also working for this organization. Yes, in season 4, you know, Riley made the great decision to kind of break free from the mindset, the cult mentality of the initiative, and learn to kind of think critically for himself and choose his friends. And I thought that was a great character arc. But if you think about that, if you've been trained doing that your whole life, it's not like one day you just decide, okay, I'm done with this, and then it's that simple, right? There's a lingering. And on top of that, there's got to be a psychological lingering, not to mention possibly physical as well, if you've been drugged for so long, for so many years. Like, I know people who have had negative experiences with doctors, and these are intelligent people, not like, you know, people I can sit down and have a very logical conversation with. And in fact, several people have had similar conversations about this exact topic. And they've either had a negative experience with a doctor themselves, or they've had a family member who's had a negative experience with a doctor. And because of that one experience, even though there's a lot of logical reasons to do certain checkups or to possibly even do a surgery, they are extremely resistant to that. So given that, you know, Riley is a more extreme than even those real life examples, right? His whole life, everything has been kind of a manipulation and a lie, an invasion of his own physical body and even his mind with all the drugs that he was on. So it does make sense to me that he kind of has this break in logic due to all those circumstances, and that he really needs Buffy reassuring him that she loves him and kind of holding him by the hand, forcing him to get the medical help that he needs. But I don't think that that situation is over by any means, because at the end, you know, when Buffy kind of leaves and there's the camera zoomed in on Riley's face, and you could just tell, like, he still has that insecurity. And to me, it's up in the air. Like, Buffy, I do think she genuinely cares about Riley 100%. Personally, I don't think they ever had the chemistry or the connection that she and Angel had. Now, that could just be a thing between the two actors, or that could be the characters. It's kind of tough to distinguish where, you know, which of those two things it might be. But, you know, I do think that Buffy is genuinely opened up to Riley and does care about the relationship. Does she love him? You know, maybe she thinks she does, but she actually doesn't. You know, based off a few of the cues and a few of their interactions, especially we've seen this episode and a couple other things we've even seen this season, I still think that Riley might be right. That maybe even if she doesn't know it, Buffy doesn't love him. Or, you know, that maybe she does completely love him and Riley just can't handle the fact that he's dating someone who's that powerful and that strong, and that insecurity is just too much for him. He loves Buffy too much, and because of that, he's going to kind of ruin the relationship. I'm not too sure. Please don't spoil it in the comments down below, obviously. I'm just kind of speculating. That's my mindset at this point so far in the show. But moving on, we got more Harmony, and Harmony, she is so funny. The dynamic with her and Spike, give them a spin-off show. Heck, I mean, I would watch the two of them bickering, fighting, flirting. It is so entertaining. I like how completely incompetent Harmony is in so many ways, but her character is just so likable on screen. I mean, I really hope her character does not get killed off or just disappear. She should become a regular. She's so great on screen. She adds a lot. It's very, very funny seeing her around. And then with Spike, you know, obviously the crazy thing, right? But first of all, you know, I understand, you know, it's gotta be tough. Like, this poor dude, he can't ever eat the food he wants to eat, and he's stuck basically not doing anything. I mean, I don't think he has any grudge against random vampires in the graveyard, but he's so bored and has so much of that pent-up energy trying to get his violence out that he's just wandering graveyards, killing random vampires, right? And I really was kind of actually excited for his character that he was going to get the chip removed, and it's like, oh, Spike, now you can actually fight Buffy. That's legit. You're going to become, you know, have a little bit more agency as a villain character. But nope, the Doctor pulled a smart move by not actually removing the chip, which props to the Doctor, thinking under pressure, because let's be honest, we all know that if Buffy hadn't shown up exactly when she did, and if the Doctor had removed the chip, I mean, Spike, that's the snack, like he said. He was about to eat that dude. So the Doctor made a good call by not actually removing the chip and protecting and saving, you know, his own life, right? But now, Spike and Buffy, and I mean, wow, there was a line that you know, when Buffy was having her discussion with Riley, which made me think that part at the end was maybe true, because she mentioned Spike. She's like, if all I cared about, I forget exactly what she said, but something like, if all I cared about was like power or strength, I'd be dating Spike, not you. And just the fact that she mentioned that line, I still didn't think there was motivation for her character. I never saw it before. I mean, but it made me think, it tricked me that last scene at the end where she just showed up and started kissing Spike, I was like, maybe that's actually happening. And I was thinking, why, how, you know, but no, that was all just Spike. But that is also very, very interesting, because Spike has a little crush on his main enemy. And I've tried to think if that makes sense or if it even needs to make total sense. I mean, it makes sense on a certain level, where if you think that, you know, if you think of it from like a rom-com, right? The classic rom-com formula, two people, they're arguing all the time, they hate each other, and of course they're madly in love. That's just part of the tension, right? So you definitely have a similar type of tension with Spike constantly being obsessed with Buffy, always thinking about Buffy, trying to kill Buffy. Now, I wonder, looking back on previous episodes, I mean, obviously there's the amazing Something Blue, but that was a special circumstance, okay? But normally in previous episodes, I wonder if looking back, like if I rewatch some of Buffy, if I could see any like giveaways that maybe Spike was developing some feelings for Buffy, or there was some of that tension. I can't say that I personally picked up on any of it, but I do think it's a very, very funny kind of turn, and a sudden left turn. I don't know where they're going to go from here. I mean, could Spike and Buffy be a couple? You know, I was probably thinking of this way too seriously when this was going down. When they first started kissing, I was like, whoa, what? But once recovering from the shock, I was thinking to myself, maybe what Dracula said in the first episode had something to do with like the darkness inside Buffy. The darkness is deep within a Slayer, and the origin of a Slayer's powers, right? So I was like, maybe that has something, like those dark powers are fuel for the attraction between the two of them. And maybe that's true, but I think I was just taking it all way too seriously. I think it's just Spike has been so obsessed with Buffy for so long that now he actually realizes he's on some level attracted to her, which is quite a dilemma and could be so entertaining. I don't know what they're going to do with that moving forward. But one big thing that I really want to mention before I wrap up here that I don't think is a small, unimportant detail is what happened with Joyce. What was that? That is something to be concerned about. I know they kind of shifted the focus from that point forward with the episode onto Riley's health, but I'm still 100% concerned and worried about Joyce's health. Also, very, very important. She looked at Dawn, and right before she passed out, she's like, I don't know you. What does that mean? That's not a random thing. That's not a nothing thing. I've seen enough shows. It's not a throwaway line. That means something. And also another thing that I noticed with Dawn is that when Joyce was in the hospital, she did not seem worried at all. Now, that could just be a younger kid kind of checked out, not really connected to their parents, or possibly, you know, they actually care, but sometimes when you're younger especially, you don't really know how to express your feelings or your emotions, and it can come across like you don't care even if you do. But I don't think in this particular case that is what was going on with Dawn. I think something is up with Dawn. Joyce saying she does not know Dawn means something. And what could that mean? I mean, it could mean that kind of rewriting Dawn into the show as the sibling who was always there is not what's actually going on with her character, right? Maybe that's some type of, you know, we're dealing in the realm of magic and spells. Is there any chance that Dawn is undercover? I mean, obviously, I think it was in the second episode of the season 2 that Dawn was spotted and called out by that other character, right? So who is Dawn, right? That's the big question. She is definitely not just Buffy's younger sister, though. That's what I'm totally convinced, especially after this moment. So if she's not just Buffy's younger sister, what are the possibilities? Is she something or someone in disguise that's hiding in Sunnydale? I mean, I imagine if it was some evil force that was trying to actually kill Buffy, it would have already done so, right? A lot of ample opportunities to make an assassination, but maybe it's something more complicated, or maybe it's some entity that has a different MO than killing Buffy. You know, maybe something a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit sneakier, right? Or maybe it is Buffy's sister, but Dawn has some type of powers that Buffy doesn't realize about in Joyce. But Joyce, I don't think it is, because if Joyce said, I don't know you, that doesn't mean that it's just like she has some type of powers. That means she's not her daughter. That's what that implies, at least to me. And then something that I also thought was very interesting was the line. It was kind of used as a throwaway line, but I think it was significant, where Dawn was saying, sometimes I write stuff in my diary that I don't mean, just in case someone else reads it. And that makes me think immediately of episode 2, right? Where we had that perspective of Dawn, and we get to hear her thoughts, her insecurities as Buffy's younger sister. But we were hearing a voiceover, and that voiceover was her writing in the diary. That doesn't mean that's what that character was actually thinking. In fact, that could be a great misdirection to make us think we were hearing what Dawn was actually thinking, but really, that's just Dawn being careful, covering her tracks, because her thoughts about Buffy has nothing to do with big sister, little sister dynamics. she's just an imposter. And if she's an imposter, which is kind of the theory I'm now leaning towards, what is she? Right? I don't think she's a vampire. What vampire can disguise themselves in that type of way in the body of a little girl? Not only disguise themselves, but be able to create false memories in everyone else's brain. I mean, that is some powerful, powerful magic we're dealing with, if that is the case. And I would love to know what the end game is for this entity, if that's what Dawn really is. But I am very, very intrigued to learn more. And I do hope that Joyce doesn't have some type of severe like health condition or affliction or problem, and that this was the warning sign right here and no one's going to take it seriously enough. I don't know. I'm very excited to see more of the show. I mean, I feel like this season, I don't know if I've been as eager to see the next episode so far. It almost feels like incomplete. Like I just need to see the next episode and see what happens next. Does anyone else get that feeling? I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you, of course, to all the patrons who support for the full reactions and future reactions. That's where you can watch those if you don't want to wait. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.